Hey guys, I was not planning on making a third video today, but one of my viewers, TonyKanameKuran, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, gave me a pretty cool tip. He put a comment on my one of my videos mentioning that Tech Daily is claiming that they have received information that Nintendo is planning an app store for the Wii U. And not just a marketplace for games as we have on the Nintendo 3DS with the eShop, but an app store possibly comparable to what we see on smartphones and on computers. And when that happened, a lot of lights went off in my head. Nintendo, I really think they're playing the same sort of puzzle game they played during E3 during and after E3 2005, where they laid a lot of things on the table where you could piece together what their revolution was going to be, but they just didn't say it. They just placed the pieces in front of us. And when you think an app store with the Wii U, a system whose key feature is a controller resembling a tablet, and you think apps, you're going to think about stuff such as, remember personal training and cooking for the DS? I mean, for a brief moment, there was a time where releasing a $20 cartridge with a interactive video cookbook on a Nintendo system, and with that brain age sort of market that had just got on board with the DS, you could, wishfully think that someone might put their DS next to their stove and cook with it, and it proved more successful in Japan, I believe. But really, nowadays, tablets have taken that over. But a personal trainer cooking for the Wii U need have nothing to do with the television at all. That's the way to go with that is clearly to put that video cookbook on the tablet controller and take the TV out of the equation entirely. Something like personal trainer math on the DS, that would make the perfect downloadable Wii U app for use just on the tablet controller. And the interesting thing is, there are a few interesting things. If you remember that sizzle reel, that concept footage where they first showed the idea of the Wii U controller and how it would be used, the last shot they showed of it was of that controller being placed on a table playing the Zelda HD tech demo. They placed it on a table and it's just standing there. It's on some sort of stand. So Nintendo's talking about they haven't said anything. They just showed it being placed there standing on its own. So is there will they build in some sort of stand, some sort of simple little thing that'll pop out of the controller, sort of hidden like the stylus, where you could stand the controller up and use it, next to your stove as a cookbook or on your table to watch video on it or something like that, or to play games on, and having some sort of stuff where you're using the new tablet controller on a table, not touching it. The fact that thinking about applications that need not necessarily have anything to do with gaming, combined with the tablet controller being on a stand of some sort, a simple, nearly invisible, a really unobtrusive stand where you can just set the controller there and not even have to touch it to use it. That's it's painting maybe I'm reading too much into that, but it's painting a bigger picture of what the Wii is going to be all about. And I'm looking at this article on thedaily.com, and they're saying that, okay, I'm going to quote from the article. Wii U owners will be able to use apps that operate on the Wii U itself, such as MLB.TV and others that run independently on the Wii U's controller. What do they specifically know that MLB.TV app is going to be out for the Wii U? Or are they just using that as a potential example? And it would be very interesting if MLB.TV ends up being an app that's on the Wii U, because think about that, going back to that sizzle reel. What was the first thing you saw? You saw a baseball game being played on the TV, and the Wii U console was right beneath it. So is that teasing? I mean, is that how ironic would it be if that's the first image we saw in the first Wii U sizzle reel was of not of gameplay, but of baseball being played. I mean, after he's playing uh, New Super Mario Brothers Me, and then he switches to the baseball game, and now we have this source saying that they know that there are specific languages that they've let's see. The Daily has learned that Nintendo plans to implement a full-blown app store. So they're saying they know for a fact that this app store is going to be there, and they're talking about apps such as MLB.TV. So I don't know if that it's interesting. And what what this all says to me is, and they talk about the possibility of posting to, checking your email, posting to social networking sites and stuff like that. And hey, the camera is built right into that tablet controller. And really, that's the use of the tablet controller as a game, as a touchscreen controller for gaming is just going to be one really important aspect of the big picture of what this new controller is going to provide. And I think Nintendo literally plans to leverage this as a tablet controller, as a tablet, a gaming enhanced tablet that is going to link every aspect of your life throughout the household to your console gaming experience on the Wii U. And I think that's why Nintendo felt as though that there's a reason Nintendo didn't even show the console. Nintendo is Nintendo really I think is going to make their whole mantra lately has been get you to touch the system every day. Touch the device every day with the 3DS. Carry it with you every day. Even if you're not playing games, listen to music. Get game coins. You play the Mi Plaza. Go, use it to browse the web. At and with the Wii, they had the trying to get you to look up news on it. View photos on it, just get you to touch the system every day, because the more you touch it, whether you're playing games or not, the more likely you are to play games on it, and the more games you play on it, the sooner you'll get through those and get to buying the next game, which perpetuates the business that makes Nintendo more money. And I think Nintendo's going to I think I you know we've it's the new controllers. Nintendo called it the new controller through 2011. It's been colloquially called the tablet controller. I think that's going to end up being the final name for this controller, because I think Nintendo plans to leverage this as a tablet a gaming enhanced tablet linked to the console, inseparable from the console. That's going to link every aspect of your life to your console gaming experience, and that is not only going to get everyone in the house using the Wii U more, playing the Wii U more, but it's going to push if they have it's going to push the 3DS out the house, because the more you're playing the Wii U anywhere in the house, you're not just playing on. You could play it in your living room. You could play it on the toilet, and that's going to that's going to lead to people playing their 3DS less often in the house, and it's going to now they're going to be more likely to play their 3DS when they bring it outside the house. So that really it's in the best interest in every aspect of their business. And this app store, it's just I'd classify this as a rumor. They say they know this is going to be I'd classify it as a rumor, but it makes too much freaking sense not to have some merit to it. You know, keep your eye on that. The pieces are out there of the puzzle, and they're coming together. And by the time we get to June 2012, those components are going to come together, and it'll take the form of Nintendo's A bomb. I have not forgotten about that. And yes, you'll this the sum total of this is going to be Nintendo's A bomb, and you're going to know it when you see it. It's going to be a huge burst of noise. And that's going to be the moment that everyone's eyes are going to be on Nintendo during in the aftermath of that media briefing. I I could go on, but that's what I have to say about that. Thank you, TonyKanameKuran, for that tip, and we'll see how this goes going into 2012. Thank you very much for watching.